Alright, and we are back. You just about missed me defending these poor little fuckers who decided to not even move from these skinny bastards over here. I guess calling them skinny is kind of an insult on account of them having no skin. So I'm gonna move on before that turns into a hate crime. So, where the hell are we going now? We have quite a few things to turn in before we go ahead and do the main quest at last. I know it has been so many years. So, let's make our way to not Calavar and instead go to this man who is polishing his blade in a very slow, meticulous way in front of me. If I look at that for any fucking longer, I think I'll actually burst, so I'm gonna start talking. There we go.
Miners report no sight or sound of Bloodbane since you ventured out into the desert.
Why did you even give it a name? It was so pathetic. It died in one hit. Oh, so now Doonhead is gonna open up? I guess maybe that's what doing all these quests is actually accomplishing. Just opening up new dungeons for me to go in and clear the fuck out, even though I imagine they're already relatively fucking clear since I did the clearing outside of the fucking dungeons. They've been locked away for decades. So, competing mine, tell me more.
They're the other mining outfit in the Hollowlands, our only competition. Though I wouldn't say that they're particularly stiff competition.
Hey, just because you're willing to take it out and fucking polish it in public doesn't mean they aren't stiff. You are not the only stiff boy around. Bloodbane.
Us of that menace. If you hadn't happened along, who knows where we'd be? In whatever that thing calls a stomach, I suppose. You're welcome here anytime,
truly
friend.
hilarious. You're all gonna
There's
die.
not much to do but swing a pick at rocks.
That just so happens to be my favorite pastime, so you, sir, are in luck. Let's get the fuck out of here. Surprised how few side missions these guys are asking me to do. The Fae in the area are giving me way more than the people who actually seem to be attempting things. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. The eye boy over here, the singular...
You're here.
Singular? Don't know what I'm going with there, but anyway.
Bless my beard. Just as both sides were coming back to full operation,
Actually,
the lunatics fled out into the desert.
you're a fucking
I
liar.
tried to stop one of them and saw nothing but a blank stare and a strange light behind the fellow's eyes. He looked cursed. This is the work
Says
of
you,
that
my
Fae.
friend. I can literally see your
No
hidden
shits
eye
at all
right
there
there.
on the outskirts of town. If you can find that Fae and make him fix this, you'll be duly compensated.
This motherfucker's cheating. Like you can clearly see a little glimpse, like a singular pixel of eye right there. I guess you could argue it's just a shield. He really likes his left eye and it needs to be kept safe at all fucking costs. Because it doesn't look like the shape of an eye patch whatsoever. It also looks way too tiny to do any patching. He's just the most adorable little pirate of all time, and you know what? I guess I accept that. You're not a massive fucking liar. You're just trying to look cool, even though you're a miniature old man. But you're doing your best, and at least you got a cool-ass beard, which for some reason stops as soon as it gets below your chin, and you're just all fleshy again. I don't like that. I don't like that. You're way too smooth of a boy. Whatever. The Fae was behind it.
There's no other explanation. He calls himself Calovar. Polite enough fellow, I suppose.
No, not
I
Calavar.
never trusted him. When we first got this operation up and running, he'd appear out of the sands every once in a while and try to convince us to move out. It's so
But I love
obvious
that
now.
boy.
I bet he was behind the other problems as well. The Cruduck, the attack on Canyon Hill, all of it reeks of Fae magic.
I mean, it's kind of on me, because I did all those missions for him. Maybe awakening the fucking century flowers just spawned in a fuckload of wild Fae? Come to chew on your little asses? I mean, I hope not, because that's my job. That'll be my reward for this mission, hopefully. Just tell me where to
Watches
go.
the mine from his perch on the hill to the south. You'll find him there.
Fine, fine, fine. Let's talk about your
Surely you've heard
company.
the name. Odessa's most
Nope.
powerful mineral mining interest. Dug the very stones
Nope.
Odessa was built on, and the gems that power her.
How new is Odessa? Or do gnomes live literally forever? I guess maybe he means the company and not him personally. That would make a lot more sense. My brain's slow, okay? Not my fault.
Well, the
Mining
Canyon
holder.
Hill site's underway thanks to you. But for every step in this place, there's another stone to trip on.
Then maybe stop ripping them out of the fucking ground. Maybe that would help you. What happened to the miners?
Hear me? They've gone soft in the head. Most ran off into the desert, some stayed in the mines. I tried to stop one of them and got nothing but a vacant stare and a strange light behind the fellow's eyes. Then he took off, You look cursed. I bet my
They become
that
sons
damn
of Lax
thing
or
had
whatever the
something
fuck?
to do
Or
with
lads or whatever the fuck? How many times can I say whatever the fuck in a single fucking sentence? I don't know. Whatever the fuck. Make that 5. What do we got over here? That would be Calavar. So I now have 2 reasons to go ahead and talk to the boy. If only I could remember how the fuck to get there. Have you moved? I don't remember you being over here. I remember you being up there. I don't know. All of this place just absolutely terrifies me. I want to take the bridge. I don't want damp kneecaps. Thank you very much. There we go. I spent far too long in this game being a damp boy. I can't handle it any longer. Let's go ahead and save, because I don't want to have to take on that absolute legion of whatever the fuck anymore. I said it again. 90% of my vocabulary has just become that phrase. And I don't know why. It's terrifying. It's taking over. Maybe I'm cursed. Oh. Well, I'm glad you did change position, because it's led me to this lovely guy right here. But I'm going to talk to you first.
I'll not suffer another child of dust. I've had enough of your lot. Especially those of you calling yourselves Edgar Aaron.
You mean Edgar's worse than the Gnomes? What did Edgar do?
My relic when he asked for help extracting resources from the ground. I believed I was aiding a friend.
Oh no.
But Edgar Aaron deviated from his purpose. The plight of Orenda and the attack of the Craddock on the mortal camp perplexed me. I know now that Edgar caused them with my relic. If you wish to free the mortals from their predicament, you must seek out Edgar Aaron and take back the relic. With it in hand, speak to the miners to break the spell.
Why exactly does your relic smash the earth to fucking pieces? Which, for one, you've already been going on about how, oh no, please stop mining my pretty little planet. So I don't know why you would try and help out that guy. So your relic either smashes the ground to fucking pieces, which seems so against what the Fae would want anyway, or it just climbs into the mind of gnomes and fucks them to death. Like, why? Why is it either ground fuck or mind fuck? Why is there no in between? What a weird multi-purpose boy. Tell me more about this Edgar. He seemed alright to me.
I would give him
He's very beautiful.
my light to help him clear the wild Fae from his mine.
Oh, I see. That makes a little more sense.
To gather his resources with my relic rather than the little mortal's methods, ripping and tearing at the land. He has instead.
How the fuck is the relic gonna do that?
Quality. And now your miners are scattered to the winds.
Fine, fine. I guess I'll be a good boy, but they're not wrong, weirdly. The gnomes are strangely good at recognizing Fae magic, which is weird because that gnome seemed like an absolute and utter moron, but guess he's smarter than me.
I have heard mortals refer to it as a stone or a jewel. Vast oversimplifications, as children of dust are wont to make. It is my light, as Orenda's lantern is hers. Edgar
I see. Not much of a lantern, though, was it? It was a brick.
To draw the minerals the mortals find so valuable. I thought him worthy of friendship, and thus gave it to him. Alas, he has deviated from his purpose. The Craddock attacks, the theft of Orenda's lamp, and now this. All of this petty sabotage is his doing, made possible by my relic.
When Orenda lost her light, or her lamp, whatever the hell you want to call it, it nearly killed her. It dragged her out of the big sleep and was like torturing her mind and summoning all the death in the entire world. Why would you give yours away? Are you into that kind of pain? Because fair enough, but stop putting it on everyone else as well. Where is Edgar now? Not very surprising.
The little mortals wandering the sands, you must retrieve my relic from him. You would do well to bring it back to me as well, when you have claimed it. It is a powerful relic, and could do much harm in the wrong hands. Farewell.
Okay, but I also need to turn in that other quest. You do know that, right? There we... No?
His hole under for now, then.
Am I never allowed? Did I break that quest somehow? Find Edgar Avon. It says return to Dokkalfar. Who won't fucking let me? I guess this is more important. Maybe once this is over it'll allow me, but until then, I'm broken.
As life
Good.
returned to the burnt expanse, the people crawled from their caves and saw a majestic silhouette against the open sky. They praised Saina and worshipped her likeness. She replied with a chord still echoes on the wind.
Solanas? You mean the moon goddess? Who I get, maybe I'm wrong, maybe that's not who that is in the slightest, but I know it's close to that. It's sort of like Selena or somewhere around that kind of area. It starts with Cell, okay? I'm close enough. So, wait. Unless that's the Big Bird. That's Big Bird from fucking Sesame Street's corpse just strewn across the fucking landscape. That big guy over there. And that's Solanas? It kind of makes sense. It is a big fucking bird, and if they've, like, surrounded that big-ass corpse with a load of lore, then I am so down for that. That is awesome. Oftentimes, the lore stones, or what the lore stones are talking about, is not really shown in the landscape. Or at least it can be, but it's sort of... Whoa! That was very close. I'm surprised I've still got limbs. Yeah, it's normally not shown in the landscape, or it can be, but it's not anything particularly noticeable. It's just like, this is how that tree came to be. It's a tree that looks like every other tree ever. Congratulations. Or it's like a character, or it's something that's been long dead anyway that is important to the creation of this place, and like the history of this place, but you can't actually see it. But to see that massive corpse, yeah, that's kind of fucking awesome. Now, what do we got in here? I should once again not have a limb right now, but you're being very kind to me. Being very kind to me and my lovely little ankles, so I appreciate that game. Are you just mining shoes and nothing else? Why are they just jammed into the rocks like this? How is this even possible? You filthy bastard. You got a lot to answer for.
Been speaking to Calavar, have you? You've been putting out fires from motors all over the place, I hear. What can I do for you this time?
I mean, I kind of wanted to be on your side, but then you turned out to be this. Then you turned out to be the scummiest little bastard of all time, and as sexy as you are from front view, your side profile kind of makes me want to be sick. So, I'm no longer in love with you, and I'm going to end you. Why harm the miners?
The Fae, I presume. I thought I saw you scaling that cliff. He wasn't lying. I wanted motors gone. But
Which I can't blame you for, but just hire me!
If he just packed up his damn operation, nobody would have been harmed.
Did you not mean to have that happen then? Because how? You caused the Krudok attacks?
With this little stone Calavar gave me, simply thinking a thing makes a wild fae do it.
Oh.
Unfortunately, I couldn't keep old Bloodbane from falling for your brownie bait.
So, you didn't necessarily want it to happen by the looks of things. You just got little Uncle Bad thoughts in there. Huh. Okay, now this is getting a little bit filthier, because it doesn't seem like you wanted it to happen. It's just like, you know, you're having negative thoughts like everyone gets every now and then, or am I just the only unholy murderer in this place? Please don't run away, audience. I wouldn't really kill anyone, probably. And Orenda's lamp.
Told me all about it, and how detrimental it would be if it were taken. Then I just had to tell a couple of gullible cutthroats about this incredibly valuable...
Oh no, you did that one on purpose, okay. And they just somehow ignored the Fae herself? Did they know about the big sleep? Did they know about Reverie? Because it seems like they just pickpocketed her. While she was snoozing, that just didn't wake her up for like another 10 minutes. How did this happen? This is stupid. Was it not next to her? I don't know. Give me the fucking stone.
Perhaps there is merit in cooperating with you. You kill Krudok and spelunk Fae Hollows for a living, after all. But if Motus doesn't leave the Hollows, I'm finished. There's no turning back for me. Kill this pest, boys!
What?
No, please spare me. I was just trying to make a living here.
What the fuck was any of that?
Been mine. I started my operation long before Motus ever arrived.
I know, and I'm on your side, asshole.
A single coin from this place. This was all I could do to reclaim what once belonged to me. You understand, don't
Yet
you?
you're still alone in a ditch. No, you didn't get anything from this, you utter fucking moron. I'm not gonna kill you. You're gonna get jailed forever. Just give me the fucking relic. Although I'm gonna be having Uncle Bad thoughts about you for like quite some time, so you might want to run forever. Hand over the relic.
It's yours. Damn thing never did me any good anyway. I'm sure the
it kinda did.
won't be far behind me now that the word's out. I won't be here when you return.
Wait, so I just kind of let you escape? Oh. That wasn't necessarily the plan. Also, why did convincing you do anything? Did it just stop you from attacking me as well? Because, I mean, that's kind of dumb. You're still very willing to kill me, you just won't get involved yourself. You call the 5 tiniest little flesh babies that you can possibly think of on the man who slaughtered the biggest Crodock in the entire game so far. And like legions and legions of zombies that you seem to have corrupted out of fucking nowhere. What was that supposed to be? You could not be dumber, sir. I can never get in there now. I probably should have pickpocketed the guy first. Maybe I could have lived here. Oh well, I'm not a very clever boy. Now, there should be a miner somewhere up here. Let me go to the local map. That seems a lot safer. Yeah, he's across this river. And they are all so spread out that this is a fucking nightmare. Okay, I didn't quite realize that till now. Oh well. At least it lets me go over the river whenever the fuck I want. I thought I was gonna have to find a bridge, and my brain was just, it was not ready for that. I don't think we would have survived that horrible, horrible notion. Oh. It's just Big Boy. I mean, I'd like to talk to you, but you don't seem to want to know me right now, but we'll see what happens. Oh, there you go, it worked.
Eyes may not see the natural decay, but I assure you, it is there.
Oh no, everything I ever look at is rotting.
The Hollowlands will endure it and mend the wounds they make.
Is that the last of your side quests? I know you're involved in pretty much all of these as well, but I really like you, Kalendor. I think I've already forgotten your name. I think your name actually is Kalendor, but it's close to it. It starts with a C. There's an or in there somewhere. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's close enough. Why can't I jump down from here? Why do you have to be... I like walking through your fucking ribcage, don't get me wrong. It is quite the experience. Fuck me, is it annoying. Here you go, here's a rock or something.
By the moon, where are these gazelles coming from? What was I saying?
But I thought you were supposed to be completely silent and brain dead. That didn't seem quite brain dead. It seemed high as all hell. But maybe they've just been inhaling the big greens. The devil's... I nearly said paprika. Paprika is red, but whatever. It's a fantasy world. Weed does what it wants. Just all in the exact same place as well. I'm disappointed we didn't get to see multiple of you hang out at once with all those gazelles.
Reginald, what do we do? The house is aflame! The house is aflame! What? Oh, where is this? By my beard, how did I get so far into
See, we're
the
like
desert?
3 meters away from your workplace. I guess that's a lot on your tiny little fucking gnome legs, but still, you'll be fine, I'm sure. Not like the entire place is mostly populated by walking corpses or anything. Nah, you'll be all good. Is that a living Crodock? No, that's a rock. And oh no, that's a dead Crodock. Or something. I can never quite tell what these are. I don't think they're enemies we ever see alive, which is a shame because you look so badass. Looks like your ribs alone would be enough to tear me in half. I don't know why you would use your ribs. Yeah, I mean, that would kind of involve removing most of your fucking body first, and not the smartest idea in the world, but whatever.
Where do you think you're going with my pickaxe, you wretch?
Hey, I'm sorry.
No. Where is this? I promise this is the last time I partake in Detrian ale.
Why do you just assume I'm on your side? Like, I know I saved you and everything, but I could have been the one who roofied you over here with the Detrian ale, and was just getting very, very ready to kill you. Also, you don't give a single shit about your other corrupted friend over here? Like, surely you remember who you are, right? Surely you remember that you have friends. Surely you know that this guy, forever attempting to blow himself, is probably in a pretty bad way. You not gonna come with me and try and save him? Fine, whatever.
I've never noticed how close the ground is to the sky. I mean, I do now. It's a mistake I'll never make again. Wait, what was I saying? Oh, dear me, I have to go.
Apparently the walls of the entire universe are closing in around your tiny little mind? Huh, and you sounded oh so very calm about it. I respect that. I respect that so much. Please be Ethene. Ethene will always be my favorite. It's fucking Ethene. There we go. I don't know, I'm so surprised. We've already been through here. I was almost sure it was Ethene, but I thought you were Fomerus Hughes. He's got that haircut that we recognize so very well.
I could swear there was a lake here a moment ago. What? What happened? What in blazes is this?
Oh, we saved the most boring till last? Fine, fine, get out of here. And it is finally, at last time, to return to Apple, or whatever the fuck his name is. Oh yeah, this leads nowhere, so we don't need to check that one out. I just feel like we'll never have another reason to check this place out. It looks very, very mundane, not like it doesn't really lead anywhere. So I think we'll quickly charge down here, and fuck yeah! Found one of the last of these stones, assuming there are only 5 in this area. There's normally only ever 5 anywhere, right?
Helios heard the call, and looking down upon the desert, grew irritated. His mighty works were undone, and his brilliance spurned.
So man, did this place just get so much brighter?
And implored the fiery god to strike Saina from the
Oh,
skies.
Saina, okay, so it's not the moon god, it probably is the big bird.
As Saina was too strong, he asked Helios to lend him some of his fire as well. So Helios gave Brakor the flames of the sun.
That is so fucking cool. I don't know what's going on, I'm just so glad that the bird has lore. I don't know why, I've just never seen this happen before in this game. Like a big fucking chunk of land, it's just really good world building. And I love it oh so very much. Alright, what do we got hidden in here? I don't know who the fuck built that mechanism, I'm just not going to question it, especially since it was only hiding a pile of rocks and one pretty little flower. Why would you even do this? This sucks. I guess maybe this is eventually going to be the end of a mission, but either way, I hate everything about it. Oh, hold on, let me get Ironfast to my fast travel list real quick. Also, it leads up... Go away! Forever, just leave me alone, why do you exist? Can I hit this crew dog from here? I don't know if maybe... Yeah, okay. So I didn't know about this till right now, but it seems to aim at an enemy, as opposed to just being around me. I wasn't aware of that, but that's so much fucking cooler. Alright, so is this still the HoloLens? It is the Stone of Spring, which we can find all over the world, I think. Well, maybe not all over the world. I doubt spring is going to end up being in Cluricon or anything like that. But then again, I mean, we've had Stones of Autumn over here. Do we get 3 seasons? These guys only get 1? It seems a little bit mean.
I will now tell you of those times as it was written of our forebearers. They lived off the bounty of the sea and the grasses and fields, the newly met peoples, beasts and flowers. If I am a liar, there is no truth on Deliria. The temper of our tired family calmed before waves, and hidden among the rocks, the shadowed nooks of beach and shore, a secret to all but our ancestors, the arcane wielded by Lyria's chosen, a sanctified buttress, the grounds on which they practiced her magic arts.
I was so intrigued, really, really into that fucking lore for a second. Until you said buttress. What is that? I'm Googling it. I have to know. A structure. Oh, I wish I never Googled it. It was better when it was a mystery, because now it's just a wall. How boring. Why not just call it a wall? It doesn't even really seem to be a special type of wall. Kobolds. You think kobolds are still an interesting enemy? Because they're really not. Anything is more interesting than these guys at this point. Go away forever. We do, however, have a lovely little side quest up ahead. Oh, and even a camp. And they are all gnomes. I love this place. I know Odessa is close by and everything, but seriously, every single one of you are gnomes? God, a random page, and I guess you just don't get names. What a shame.
What, you surely ask, is such a well-heeled Praetorian doing here among the dust and brambles?
Actually, I wasn't really remarking on how lovely your feet are. I'm not into that, buddy, and I imagine propositioning everyone who's like starving to death in the desert with your fucking foot fetish porn is probably not going so well for you. Maybe choose a city instead of this arid wasteland. What's one? It's like trying to pitch OnlyFans to Ethiopians.
Like an etin on a pile of bones.
What the fuck did you just say? Menetir like an etin on a pile of bones. Oh, okay, I asked about the worst one. Even though I literally just said it, I didn't quite process what the fuck I was doing. Never mind. I want to know more about your gnomish Praetorians. It seems like the gnomes are the closest comparable to like the Roman Empire. And mainly because those are Roman Latin words and everything, and like Roman unit types or ranks or whatever the fuck. but even just the way you dress and everything, it's so cute.
I am, you see, ranked Decanus. That is above Auxiliary, where I serve my time, and beneath Centurion, which is where I belong.
Meaning you only rule 10 people. Yet you get a mustache that cool. I'm sure the mustache isn't exactly part of the uniform, but I mean, both of your guards don't get anything. They don't rule a single fucking man. You clearly rule well over 100 hairs on your face, though, so you're a lovely little centurion in my eyes, buddy. And that's what matters, right? The opinion of this random stranger you'll never ever see again. Orsinian Page.
Overlooked. Ignored.
Oh, you hate yourself.
Once I've
Maybe it is a name.
Jotun problem, my Praetorian friends will be humming a different tune.
Is that why I'm doing everything for it? What the fuck is that? Oh! Who is this lovely, deformed boy that you seem to just worship enough to have on your shoulder blade at all times? What happened to him? Who melted just both sides of his cheeks and nothing else? Oh, you poor sweet boy. I can't look away. I will never, ever, ever be able to look away, Menethil.
Grand to behold, but lousy.
I don't like where it's looking.
Know
Anyone else noticing that? Because I'm very much noticing that.
And put their blasted keep here out of sheer bloody spite.
Does it matter? The gnomes can join the Warsworn whenever the fuck they want, can't they? What is the Jotun problem?
The old Ragnar has died, and his successor is stirring the embers of war. But he's too clever to openly provoke the Warsworn, so he's attacking gnomes instead. That will not stand.
You mean this one random branch of the Warsworn is better than the entire gnome army?
Delicacy and grit.
Either that or it means he's just sort of stomping on merchants, in which case that's just a little bit mean. But if that is happening, then why did they send, like, 3 dudes? One of which they constantly look down on. They clearly think he's a little fucking bitch boy. They just wanted him to be eaten alive, out of their hair forever? That's nice. Lovely higher-up gnomes. Well, higher is probably a strong word for these tiny little bastards, but you know what I mean. What is a Ragnar?
Priest, apothecary, and spiritual guide to Jotun kind.
They just keep getting smarter and smarter, huh?
Ragnar ruled all the Jotun in these heights and the mountains beyond. If this upstart stirs all of them to war, things could go badly for everyone.
Oh my god, he's got a six-pack. He is a tiny little man with a six-pack. I love everything about you. It's like those fucking, like, dwarf bodybuilders that I keep seeing, like, getting thrown at me on Snapchat. I don't know why Snapchat really wants those recommended to me, but maybe there's something horrible in my internet history that I'm not aware of. Dark, dark times in the past that I just blocked out. But, yeah, Snapchat, you can go ahead and stop sending me your softcore dwarf porn now. But anyway, why not ask the Warsworn here? Because I am one, but you know.
Coaxing the Ragnar to show his face requires a subtlety that our local Castellan lacks.
Sounds like he'll at least be a bit more interesting than the other asshole that was in the plains. God, I despised everything about him. I fit that description.
Yes, I think you do. First, we must find some new and better enemies for the Jotun.
Like me? Like this cute
Scott
boy right here?
Southeast of here, and steal the clan totem from the kobolds that dwell there. Then return to me.
This doesn't sound useful at all. This sounds the opposite of useful. Why can't I just go kill all the Jotun? I would just deal with it anyway, right? Like, yeah, he might not show his face. But, I mean, I'm sure for one, I could probably interrogate them if they speak any fucking lick of English. And two, like, they're Jotun. They may be smart enough to do all their fucking religion and spirituality and apothecary and all that shit now, even though I imagine they all suck at it. Maybe it's like Middle Ages Britain version of apothecary, which means chicken ass. Chicken ass fixes literally everything. Oh, you've got a common cold? Chug some lead. That sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? I assume it's somewhat similar to that. But I mean, surely they're not smart enough to branch out. And again, they had a castle in Naros. I don't know how smart these fucks are meant to be. Tis got a mine.
We'll never know if the mine collapsed because of the kobolds, or if the kobolds got in because of the collapse. Either way, it's theirs now.
Serious about the chicken ass thing, by the way. That was our go-to for literally every single possible illness. Just rub a chicken ass on your face. forever. Occasionally let it shit on you. That was genuinely a cure. And I'm so glad I live when I live. Kobolds.
Tirskot mine is full of the little filchers. If you ask me, they're worse than the Jotun.
I mean, yeah, by far. They're just more annoying. At least when I fight a Jotun, it feels big. But now, tell me more about Ragnar.
It seems the old Ragnar had some wisdom in that slab of a skull. Kept a shrewd balance between infighting and angering his neighbors. But now he's dead.
Why not just get rid of all of that, though?
Warpath. But that won't be good for anyone.
Is angering your neighbors really that much of an important part of Jotun life? You have to do it no matter how smart you may be? That's not a really clever idea, my friend. Jotun.
There's a good deal to be said about them. None of it nice.
I mean, I guess their head's a little bit bigger than mine.
Jotun guards and
Is that a compliment?
Soldiers. I'll believe that when I see it.
It's about the best I can come up with. Their brains must be huge, to be fair. Maybe they're just so very smart that they have realized that this is the greatest fucking form of existence whatsoever. Just being massive, eating a fuckload, being as overweight as humanly possible, and killing everything you come into contact with. Sounds like quite the life to me. Clan Totem.
To reclaim it, the kobolds will fight to the death. And as for the Jotun, well, one thing at a time.
Fair enough, dude. I'm actually kind of really enjoying you. You seem really interesting. It's a random-ass disgruntled little gnome. I know I should actually be finishing off one region at a time and everything, but I'm near the goddamn Warsworn. How can I resist?
Like the wind, or the lightning, or the dawn. With his presence, a new age began. The kings of the south stood. They were the lords of the desert sea.
Well, that was painfully short. Remember in Dalentarth where we'd have ones of those that would last like a full 2 minutes? I missed that. It seems like that is they just genuinely get shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter the further away from Dalentarth we get, or the further into the game we get. And I don't know why. I just want more. Alright, how big is Menethil? Oh, I have only just begun. Fuck me gently. Or just rough as all fuck, your choice. What do we got over there? It seems to lead into a ditch, but I will check that out eventually. I just don't know whether to hang out with the Warsworn now or way later. Because I do want to finish off all that. Now that I did only come over here to market. That is what I said when I first went into that lovely little tunnel. I was just distracted by that beautiful little dwarf man for a very long time. So, Applevire, talk to me, you one-eyed boy.
Well, it looks like everyone's back or on their way. We're in your debt once more.
So maybe give me shitloads of money? Hey, I got myself another house!
They were never particularly profitable once his miners left him. But in the right hands...
Can I build it up like I did in the other place?
So indebted to you, they'd like to work there for you if you'll have them. You should visit the mine when you have a chance.